who watch your podcast, who listen to your podcast, can also feel the energy.
No, cheers, thank you. I do care about the people who listen to this podcast, and I want them to get good value and get good energy when they listen. You said something to me, which is what made me say, okay, I'll have Toby on the podcast. You said, I believe the reason I do art is to learn and discover the language of my subconscious. So what does that mean?
I like that. We just diving into it. Okay, this is a concept that like I only recently was able to really vocalize and sit with and ponder on a deeper level. Because I've been in the art space for 3 years, about 2 to 3 years now. And I see so many people's works, so many different works. And I've come to understand that like art is a very subjective thing. It's about you. It's about what you want to say, and it's about what you are able to say. But I notice with so many different people and so many different artists, everybody says what they want to say in a very different way, in a very distinct way. And I've just put this together, especially considering I'm also an artist and I'm trying to learn how to like, especially with the whole concept of your art style. I believe the concept of an art style. You see the artists that paint with chalk, that paint with acrylic, with oil. Your art style is the language of your subconscious. I believe the way you are able to vocalize what your mind, what's going on in your head, is your language. It's the language of your subconscious. So with regards to that, I'm right now I'm trying to discover my art style. I dabble in cubism. I dabble in this. I dabble in that.
What is
But
cubism?
it's basically when you like take an image of you right now. I'm trying to paint an image of you right now. I don't just paint it exactly as is. I chop it up. So I give
Okay,
it
yes, I know what you're
different,
talking about.
yeah. So I give it so many different aspects to it that just join together in like cubes, basically, and
Got you,
form
yeah.
you, basically. So with regards to the whole concept of an art style, so with art in general, I don't know. My mind is all over the place.
It's all good. No,
I'm
it's all
trying to
good.
put it down properly. But with art, I believe your art must have a meaning. When you make art, there should be a meaning to it for you. And with regards to the meaning to the art I'm trying to make, I believe I've been through so much in my life that even I don't remember a lot of the things I've been through, but it's shaped me in a certain way that I don't really know myself anymore. But I believe that the person I have become is just like a whole mishmash of everything I have been through. But my subconscious is where the real juicy bits of who I have become is. My conscious mind is too busy dealing with the day to day, the I need to survive, I need to put food on the table, I need
Yeah.
to do this, do that. But my subconscious is actively collecting and accumulating all these experiences, the lessons, the growth, everything, and it's storing it there, and it's using it to fuel the person I am right now. But consciously, I'm not able to really access that. So when I talk about I want my art to be me discovering the language of my subconscious. I want to be able to tap into that wealth of knowledge, that wealth of experience, that wealth of becoming, and really use it to shape the work I make so that whoever is able to actually sit down and actually look at my art and dissect it they won't just see what is in front of them, they will see my story. They'll see what the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of experience that has been built up there. It'll be able to resonate with them on a spiritual level. So right now, I am actively trying to learn and discover the language of my subconscious.
I love that, dude. It's when I first heard it, it was it's that kind of sentence that gives you goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, and you were saying in there, right now you're in that phase of trying to put food on the table,
Yeah.
right? Those kind of things. The other thing you said to me is you're trapped in a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So what is your current 9 to 5?
I'm a graphic designer for a corporate entity.
Okay.
Basically, I work for a brand like Cash Crusaders.
Okay.
You know Cash Crusaders,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
called Fast Track. So they do everything basically. They have 90 plus stores all over the country, and I manage all the graphics for all 90 stores.
Okay, that's pretty
So,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
Monday to Friday. So, yeah, Monday to Friday, I'm at a 9 to 5. And then on the weekends and whenever I get the time to, I push my full creativity.
Okay.
The problem with a 9 to 5 is I don't know, depending on which 9 to 5 you have, because I'm grateful for the 9 to 5 I have because it allows me to grow my skills. Because graphic design and art, there's not too much difference in it. So I'm grateful for it. But the whole concept of someone telling you this is what you're going to make, this is what you must do, this
Yeah.
is what our audience wants. We don't want what you want, we want what we want. So I'm basically a pen to them. I'm basically a tool to them. My skills are only being used according to what they want to use it for. And I think that's what motivated me to really pivot into art because they are one and the same, but at least with art, I get to do whatever I want to do. Did you notice how I stopped myself? I was like, wait, whoa.
You
whoa.
can swear if you want, bro.
Can I?
Whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah. I
you.
love that. It was
So I don't want to mess up your podcast. But yeah, with
sweet.
regards to art, I get to actually do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And well, as I said, discover the language of my subconscious.
Yeah.
So it's basically balancing both. The fact that I'm a creative, the corporate side of the creativity, which is putting food on the table and just being able to fund my art. Because art is fucking expensive. Right?
It is, and it's it takes a long time to get to a point where it's funding itself. The 9 to 5 has its place, and I love that you see that it's sort of it's not like, oh, I hate this thing. It's like, this thing is serving its purpose. It's
I'm blessed.
it's a part of my journey. I mean, I was once a bartender, and it was a tough job. But
imagine.
it gave me so much, even stuff to talk about. Like I tell the story all the time. In the music I make, it comes out. It's like it was a very important part of my journey, even though I hated it. And at the time I was like, I really don't want to be doing this. I'm trapped in this thing, da da da. But like, I think, sometimes I look at people who break through very young, and I think we all want that. I desperately wanted that when I was, 18, 19, 20. But when I look back now, I'm like, geez.
Goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness I didn't break through then, because I wasn't ready. I was so immature. I would have messed so many things up. Maybe I would have even killed myself for drug overdose or some crazy stuff. Like, whereas if it happens now, I'll really know how to use it. And
this ties in with a concept that like I was meditating on the other day, that success is not about what you attain. It's about who you become. It's not about you becoming, or it's not about you like making millions and having your own business, this, like that. It's about you becoming the type of person that's able to manage a business, that's able to manage millions, become the type of person that's able to do these things. So it's not necessarily what you have. I feel like it's, how do I explain it? It's not like we rush success.
We do.
We really do, because you see it and you're like, I want it, I deserve it, I need it, but can you maintain it? This is what happens when people get like fast money, like people who win $1 million or
Like
million rands from the
thing.
lotto and everything, just blow it.
They blow it.
Like the I blew it stories and everything. It's like, bro, give me that money. I will do so much more with it. I'd be so much better with it. But that's how it is. So it's all a time thing, this thing. I feel like we are becoming. It's all about becoming. That's like the crucial word in my life right now. Becoming. So, yeah.
What do you think of dreams?
I feel like they are a portal to your subconscious.
Okay.
So
do you keep track of your dreams?
No, I don't dream often. I don't dream much.
Okay.
I think due to
you smoke weed?
Yes.
Okay. Just so you know, weed stops you from dreaming.
Is it?
I don't know if it stops you, but you don't remember your dreams. So if you
Is
smoke
it?
that day, anytime that day, that night, even if you do dream, there's no chance you'll remember it.
Why is that though? Because I feel like weed should draw you closer to, I don't know, the realms beyond. Why does it
I think
close you
yeah,
off?
it's an interesting one, dude. I don't know because I used to be much more of a pothead back in the day, not so much now. I actually feel more spiritual now that I don't smoke
Is it?
than when I did, which took a long time,
I can
right?
imagine. Yeah.
But there's something about it that's I don't know. I feel like it's somewhat of a trick. I feel like it actually takes away a lot more than we realize. I think it takes away your presence. I think it takes away um, your ability to feel that much. Maybe one of the things is that it sort of makes normal life like a dream, and then but then cuts off the actual
The
dream thing.
dream.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Because
saying.
it's only now, like in my adulthood, I'm actually seeing the repercussions of weed.
Yeah. How
Because
old are you now, bro?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 28, just by the way.
28. Yeah, we almost like we're right there. But like with regards to weed, it's only now that I'm actually seeing the repercussions, now that like I meditate more and I only do it engage on the weekends and everything.
Mhm, mhm.
Because you get to see the difference. You see, these days I'm trying to give myself this rule that whenever I go out, I'm trying to stay sober. Either
Okay.
stay sober or drink.
Mhm.
Because I get very antisocial when I smoke and I go
That's
out.
yeah, me too.
Literally, I feel like it just I just don't trust myself as much
Mm,
with
mm,
it. So it's only now that I'm able to assess like myself sober, myself drunk, and myself on weed that I'm realizing that there is more to it than what you realize, you know.
mm.
And I don't know. I still want to tap into its what's it called? Because I'm more in tune with my body. Like whenever I smoke, whenever I'm high, I just want to dance. And
Yeah, yeah,
I literally I'm more in tune with the music I'm listening to. So like when I dance, I listen to what the music tells my body to do.
sure.
That's what dancing is to me.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do
yeah,
what
yeah.
the music tells your body
Free.
to do. So it's easier when I'm high. But that's
Mm.
like the only thing that's easier when I'm high,
Yeah,
literally. So whenever I'm high, I just want to be doing this.
yeah.
The whole time I just want to be doing this, man. So
No, I
yeah.
feel you, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
because I'm obviously make music,
Yeah.
and I used to always smoke before I'd make music. And then it sort of became a crutch in a way. It's like
It
I
does.
started to wonder, like, can I even make music without it? And it does give that like free element
It
of like a smoke,
does.
and then I just get lost in the music, and I
Mm,
stop thinking so logically about it, and I just let it
let it
happen,
happen.
which
Yeah.
is a beautiful thing. But I can still access the same levels of creativity without it now,
That's the
and
thing.
with a little more structure of like, okay, I see your idea there, but the way you did it doesn't sound good. Like redo it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
So there's a bit more of like
control in it, I
that's it,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
so I think a good balance could be a good thing. My issue
yeah.
is when it comes to weed, I don't have like a on off switch. So if I'm in a period of time where I'm smoking, I'm like smoking like all the time, like every
Oh
day.
yeah.
I
So you
can't
haven't
like
managed to like balance it.
yeah, I can't be like,
Oh.
oh, I'll just smoke on Saturdays. No, no,
So
no,
this
no,
is
no,
you Monday,
no.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday,
yeah,
Friday.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
right, that
yeah. Either I'm doing it or I'm not doing
doing
it.
it.
I
Okay.
think it's a weird part of my
I
personality.
think it's a discipline thing also.
Sure.
I feel like a lot of people when they say weed is affecting them and they decide to just cut it off and just take it out fully. And I respect that. I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's just when it comes to I'm a creature of trauma. I've had a lot go on in my life till
Sure.
this point, and weed
Hmm.
has really helped me with it. So when I got to this point where I'm like, I can't be high all the time, I had to make a decision: cut it off fully, or segment it to parts of your life, parts of your
Mm,
week where it won't affect you that bad. It won't mess you up that bad. And
mm.
that's when I decided only on weekends I smoke. So Monday to Friday we sober,
Okay.
and Friday night to Saturday and Sunday I'm
Smoking.
high. So
Okay, that yeah, dude,
yeah,
that's good on
balance
you.
it. Yeah.
But do you think with regards to the trauma, how does it help you with it?
Um, it's my safe zone. I feel safe when I'm.
Okay. Do you think it allows you to process it, or do you think
It numbs it
it
so
numbs
well.
it? Hey,
Yes, it does.
I love your honesty there because I
I've
feel the
noticed
same.
this. Yeah, it's something that I've actually sat down and thought about. It's just I'm not fully 100% there yet, especially
Mm,
with regards to where my life is at, the
mm,
struggles of my family,
sure,
and everything I'm going through right now. So
sure.
you need to be honest with yourself, but also you must love yourself enough to understand yourself.
Mm,
Like there are things you do that are messed up. And it's like, no, I need to be better. I need to be better. But like, sit down with yourself, treat yourself like someone you love, and ask
mm,
yourself, why do you do that thing? Dog? And when you get the answer and it's like, fuck, I can't stop, dog. I need this right now.
yeah,
You love yourself enough to allow yourself to be that person,
yeah,
but not let it take over your life.
sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, and sort of wanting to be better without, sort of being like a kind person to yourself, like you said, loving
Yes.
yourself. That made me think sort of like a kind father would be, sort of like,
Yes.
son, what you're doing is not good and you know it,
Mm,
but it's okay
I
because
understand.
you know it and you're gonna get there. Like,
Mm.
it's okay.
Conceptually, you're both your father, your mother, your best friend, and everything to yourself.
Mm,
So if you're not able to love yourself in all these different facets, you're going to seek it externally and you won't
mm,
get it. So you must be capable of this with yourself. I feel like the whole goal of becoming is understanding this and learning how best to father yourself, mother yourself, best friend yourself, love yourself as a lover, and just everything,
mm,
the full 9 yards. That's how you become a fully actualized person. All the love you seek outside, conceptually, love. Let me this again. This is something I've meditated on.
mhm,
When you say you love someone, when you say someone loves you, the feeling of love does not come from them. It still comes from you.
mm,
That love is still inside you, so you
mm,
can access that love yourself. It always starts here. It ties in with this concept of sovereignty of mind. This is when people talk about what type of spirituality I practice and what religion I'm in, or what do I believe, what do I like really. I believe in the sovereignty of mind and self. Everything revolves around you, and not in an egotistical way, but with regards to love. Love is created inside you. Anger is created inside you.
mm,
Every emotion that you feel, they trigger you. Someone can trigger you, but it's still created inside you. So you must first understand that everything started here.
mm,
Even with religion, like I struggle to explain this to my deeply Christian family and just like the people that I come across and everything. That before that religion, before you believed, you accepted God as Christ as your love and your God and your Savior and this, that, you were you.
mm.
They convinced you. You were convinced,
Yeah.
yes. But before that, your mind existed before God conceptually. And it's. I'm not saying God doesn't exist. He's not omnipotent. This, that. But always give yourself the leeway to understand that here came first and then that. So I had to accept that. I had to be convinced for it to really stick. And for my whole world, for me to believe that, no, God blessed me, this, that. For those blessings to be God's blessings, you had to first believe God. And it started with you. You believed. Then you started seeing blessings.
It's interesting what you're saying, bro, because you're so right. Like, when you're born, you start learning from everything.
Mm.
So, like, before anything else, before it all gets taught to you, like, something that always trips me out is people's accents.
Mm.
And it's like, you can trace someone's accent to like ancestors
Yes.
before, and there's a
Yes.
whole range of
There's a
people
line of people,
that
right?
got taught to speak in this certain way. It, like, I don't know, it just blows my mind because I'm like, huh, have you? So people are so like, we're all trying to figure out who we are, right? but everything has been taught to us. Everything's been given to us, down to the way you speak, to the things you believe, all this stuff. And it takes a very long time for things to flip to the point where you start questioning it.
Yeah.
Like, why do I speak this way? Why do I believe in God? Who told me?
And I feel like if you haven't actually sat down and done these questionings, I can't take you seriously as an actualized person. You know, people who bring religion to me as like, God is the only way. This, that, that. I say, sure, I don't doubt that. But if you're going to tell me God is the only way, have you searched? Have you actually done the work to find out that God is the only way before bringing this to me? Because I'm searching right now. And God is not the only way.
Yeah, and I think even just that is sort of like what makes, because there's so many different gods, there's so many religions.
Yes.
How come your God, your religion, why is it the one? Why? How come some random human being, because it was a human being some long time ago, wrote this book, and this one is the right one?
And all the other human beings that wrote about Buddha,
and now they're all just wrong.
Like liars.
Yeah, why?
And also the whole concept of God will he will take you, his children, if you only the people who believe in God and who have accepted him will go to heaven. What if I was born in Gaza, dog? What if I was born in Egypt and I would never was told about the Christian God? Will I suffer for where I was born? And if a God like this decides that no, you're gonna suffer because you were born in the wrong place, is that really a good God? That's my thing. Because this whole rush and like what's it called that they put on religion, that like accept him now, the end is coming, you'll go to hell, this, that. Yes, but like, why is your all loving God, our Father, the person we call Father, this cruel to some people and only you people that accept him, that were privileged enough? Because I was having this debate with a friend of mine recently that like, okay, so I grew up in a very Christian household. My father was a pastor, my mother was a pastor.
Whoa. Okay.
Literally. They always make
Don't
people
send
like
them
us.
this podcast.
No, but that's the thing. They're the ones that make people like us. They're the ones that make the questioners. Because
True,
I grew
yeah.
up in all this, and they've always just told me, pray, do this. They've always just forced me to do it. And I've always just felt disconnected from it because it's like, doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense to me. This. And whenever I ask for explanation, it's like, just have faith.
Have faith. Yeah.
And you know, faith is, that's a whole different topic. I feel like it's such a scam, this whole concept of faith, because God created us with minds to think. I do not believe he would give us these minds and then tell us, stop using it. Just stop using it. No, bruh.
Yeah.
So like with regards to what I was saying, I've just never connected with Christianity. And when I see the people praying in tongues, especially this was very evident to me when it was time to start praying in tongues and everything. And everybody would just dive into it. Like people just dive, and when it's my time to speak in tongues, I just wouldn't know what to say. And I'll just be like faking it, you know. And I know I'm faking it. And I know that like I can feel that this is not right, you know. So I would ask my parents and be like, why is it so hard for me? You guys are you good with this, but why is it so hard for me? What did I do to be disconnected from God? Until now, I keep asking that question because everybody else will be like, no, I trust him, this, that. It'll look so like they will look so into it, but I just can't bring myself to fully immerse myself in it. So it always begs this question, like, does he hate me? Because why is he not showing his face to me, but he's showing his face to everybody else? So when you sit down and you think of it like that, it's unfair. It feels very unfair when they describe a God like this as all loving, all knowing. He cares for you all. He's your father, this, that. But he just won't show his face to me.
I'm listening. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay. So with regards to that, that's what really set me on this spiritual path I'm on. Because if my all loving father and all that doesn't want to show his face to me, then I don't think he'll mind if I seek him in whatever ways I can.
Yeah, dude, I'm so with you on that. I feel a very similar way of I'm figuring it out. I respect everybody's beliefs, but I also have my own.
Yeah.
And I'm
As you
with
should.
you on that. Like, I don't believe that the way everybody describes God, like you said something beautiful there, like he wouldn't give me this mind and then tell me to not use it.
You know?
That's crazy, bro.
Like, it's a man that would tell you to not use it. It's people, it's
Other human beings,
dictators that
yeah.
would tell you to not use it.
Yeah.
But this all-knowing God would never do that.
So what do you think humans are doing here on Earth?
I believe it's control. What do you mean, actually?
Like, what do you think we're here for?
That's a deep question.
Mm.
I'm very much bordering on nihilism.
Yeah, nihilism, yeah.
I'm very much, because a lot of it does not seem like there's a reason behind it. You know, it's
Okay.
very human to seek reason behind
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
But the whole concept of space, for example, just like an ever-expanding void and vortex, why? What's the point of it?
Mm.
Stuff like that exists pointlessly. It just leads me to believe that there is no reason. You create your own reason. I believe as human beings, we've been given with so much power, especially with this mind. And with that mind, with this power you've been given, you create reality. So reason is part of reality. So the reason is up to you. You create your own reason for living. And this time,
what is your reason for living?
Actualization.
Okay.
I believe I am a force of nature. I believe I exist to spread peace, love, and help people, other people, actualize. And also just take care of my older brother, because I low-key believe I do everything I do because of him and the life he didn't get to have. My older brother struggles with clinical depression and bipolar disorder and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's due to everything we've been through growing up. And well, right now he's not coping well with society, socializing, and just being out there. And I see it on a daily basis because I've been through everything he's been through, but it made me something different. And it made him where he's at. So I just find it unfair. Another reason why I find the whole all-loving God, our Father, the person who created us all, the fact that he would do that to him and just not let him enjoy life. You know what I believe hell is? I believe hell is mental illness. I believe heaven and hell conceptually exist now.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. And I feel like hell is mental illness because your mind controls everything. The inability of your mind to really function as a normal human beings should is hell, I believe. Because you will see other people living, you will want to live because you know that there is more to life. But it's like, I'm not capable of this. And it's not your fault. It's the things that are done to you growing up. And it's just like
but it's quite interesting though, because as you said, you guys went through pretty much the same thing, the same upbringing, right? The very similar experiences. You went through it together. It made him one thing. It made you something else. Not to say that you don't feel all of the pain, all of the trauma, all of this stuff, right? But it left you in a place of trying to understand it, trying to put out love to the world, trying to help people like your brother. It left him in just a hell, let's say, as you put it.
Basically.
And so it's not his fault, but it also is. If you look at it from a harder perspective.
Think about the concept of you are formed from your experience, right?
Yeah.
And all your experiences shaped you as you are. I feel like if we both started on the same point and well, we both are going through the same things, getting to the same place, and one person is shaped in the type of way that does not let them run the race the same way the other person is running the race. We all started at the same point. So I don't think you can necessarily blame the person. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know.
Well, I hear you, and I'm not trying to say blame the person, but I am trying to say, hopefully for people listening, is if you can, blame yourself, because then things will get better for you.
Yes. You see,
Right?
this is sorry.
No,
Am
no,
I
no, no
interrupting?
worries, not at all.
Because this is another. Yeah, am I not just coming here to bash like Christianity? I have nothing against
It's
y'all,
not that, guys.
but
Yeah.
honestly, but you see this whole concept of I put it all on you. Like, you know how Christianity is always about like I'm putting it all on God. I'll
Mhm,
take my
mhm.
stress away. They even sing about it, this, that.
Yeah.
It makes you such a what's the word a victim. It
Yes.
makes you such a because responsibility and everything, I put it all on you. So it's like I'm scared. I'm instead of actually fixing the problem and actually realizing that you are the one in charge.
That's it.
We
Yeah.
go and pray so
Yeah.
God can come fix the problem.
Mm.
And I feel like it's conceptually as a placebo, Christianity works. But when
Yes.
it starts making you not realize your own power, that's when you need to cut it off. Because that's what I see with a lot of Christianity and a lot of what it does to you. It infantilizes you conceptually, and it just makes you not realize your own power. This is why when they talk about it as a psychological warfare tactic of apartheid and just like the white people when they came this that it makes so much sense because it's like don't rise up and kill your slave owners and all that. No, go pray. God will kill your slave owners for you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like
That's some dude. That's some deep shit, bro. You're going into some deep shit. You're making me think on a million levels, bro. I
I'm
love it.
glad. I'm glad.
But I'm with you on that. I think radical accountability is a route to happiness. I think, like the stuff we were talking about earlier with weed. When I finally said, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to feel everything that I have been wanting to not feel. I went through hell for quite a long time. Like I had to feel all of these things that I didn't want to feel, and they felt way more because I'd been pushing them down for so long, right? So at first it made me feel a lot worse, but when I allowed that stuff to come up, deal with it, let it go, take accountability for it, I then started to find my happiness again.
Yeah,
You
and I feel
know?
like that's the barrier, the bridge, not bridge, the obstacle a lot of us are facing, crossing that barrier. Because you don't know just how much undealt with stuff you have.
Yeah.
That's I can't go like I tried the longest I've gone is 2 weeks.
Okay.
Before like the depression just hits
Hard. Yeah.
yeses.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the barrier we all need to cross to be able to really let go of it and put down those but as a creative, I don't think it's something that I'm gonna do anytime soon.
Yeah. Sure.
But yeah.
No, again, I mean, like we said, it's not even something that you have to do or whatever, because it's already something you are thinking about and understand in yourself. Like we said earlier, the thing I don't like is when people don't want to see it at all for what it is. Like they don't even want to consider like maybe this thing is not so good for me.
That's when you cripple yourself. You can lie to everybody else, but not yourself. That's the thing. And
Lying
when
to
you lie
yourself.
to yourself, you can see people who lie to themselves. And it's just like, I don't want to be where you at, bro. Like, I don't want that, bro.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
thing.
very dangerous, bro.
Radical honesty is where it's at, bro.
I mean, and it's crazy because I think it is easier to lie to ourselves a lot of the time because it's more comfortable. Like it's really hard to look at yourself and just be honest. But if you can get to that point, I promise you the other side is so, so beautiful.
There's a lot of, so I'm a deep thinker now. So usually when I get high with my little brother, like I just start speaking. I start.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah.
like so many rabbit holes I dive into, especially with this Christianity and everything. And when I talk about these things, like the goal is to get someone to think on this wavelength. Like if you have not thought about this before, just think about it. I'm not trying to
That's
convince
it.
you of
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
just
yeah,
think
yeah.
about it. But like usually with my little brother, he'll just be like, no, like when I bring up these concepts to him and I'm like, think about it, bro. He's like,
How
no.
old is he?
He's 22.
Okay.
He'll be like, no, bro. Like, no, you must think this far and stop. And I'm like, what do you mean you must think this far and stop? Like, if you are stopping, the people who are thinking beyond are who are gonna tell you what's going on in life. You know, you can't just stop. You must think as deeply as possible. So a lot of people just choose ignorance. And this is why it's easier to lie to yourself and it's easier to just not actualize because you are choosing to stay where it's comfortable, especially mentally. I feel like a lot of these things are mental issues that like I don't want to really tackle or think to a point where like there are no answers. A lot of people don't want to think to a point where there are no answers. And it's like, if you don't think to that point, how are we going to get those answers? Like the people who gave you the answers for these things, they had to think to this point to be able to get the answers. So you must keep going.
You know what's quite interesting with what you're saying? It made me think about babies because one of the things I noticed when my sister had kids and they were super young, and this is apparently something all kids go through at some point in their development. They go through the why phase. So they'll ask you a question like, why are you wearing the hat? And you'll be like, because it's hot. And they'll be like, why?
Yeah.
You'll be like, because like, you know, the sun. And they'll be like, why?
And just keep going. Yeah.
And they'll literally just keep asking you why to see where you're going to go. And just because they like, but why?
For them to
Why?
understand.
Yeah.
I like people that are able to question things to a point where they understand.
Yeah.
Even if it takes like 5,000 whys.
That's it.
Don't give up. Don't stop you and be like, I understand, but I don't, like,
Yeah.
keep going with the whys.
And I think they're trying to push you to that point of like, there is like, I don't know, like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, I don't know. And I'm also trying to figure it out. And I think a lot of us, as we grow up, we lose somewhere along the line, with all our conditioning, with everything, we stop asking why.
Yeah.
Because it is quite an intense process.
True.
You know?
I find so much joy in that.
Yeah.
In the pondering, in the solving these things myself, because it's like, that's all I've had to do, to get to where I am in life right now. I've had to ponder. This is another reason why me and weed are such besties, bro.
Sure.
Because when I get high, this is why I get antisocial. Because all I want to do is think.
You start thinking, bro.
My mind is just going down fucking rabbit holes, and it's like Matrix type shit. Dog.
Yeah,
It's crazy, bro. But yeah. Yeah, but I love this. I love thinking. I love pondering. I love understanding why. Especially with human psyche, human psychology and all that, with regards to my older brother. So I'm trying to understand. I feel like if I'm able to ponder deep enough, I'll be able to understand where he's at well enough to be able to be there with him, to be able to fully be there with him and just love him how he needs to be loved. Because I don't think anybody really understands mental illness, especially if you've never been there. If you've never experienced this thing, you'll never fully understand it. But I'd like to ponder my way to it so that I can fully understand it and just be there for him. Because it's also very lonely, bro. Mental illness is so lonely, bro.
It is, yeah.
It's a crazy thing. And I don't wish it on anybody, bro. Honestly. I find this so cool, right? This is
What?
Just this whole set and this whole thing of just talking.
That current movie that's so popular with all the kids, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Bruh.
Did you see it?
I watched this. Actually, a nice movie.
It was good, eh?
Like, the thing is, I was watching it with my girl at the time, and like, I was trying to be hard not, like, I don't care, right? It's not, and then now I'm looking away, but now I'm looking back, oh, it's getting interesting. The animation, especially the Sasha boys, bruh. Those niggas are cool as fuck, dog. I don't even lie. When they showed up, right, now especially the part where like the guys were being assholes to the girls when they first met, and I'm like, fuck these guys. Like, that's when I really got invested. Okay.
I remember my niece was like trying to convince me to watch it, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to watch like some musical thing right now, whatever. Like, I'm not into it. It was one of the best movies I watched this whole year. I was like, this is great.
Right. Even the
Thank you.
music, right?
Yeah,
Even
the
the
music is good.
music is
The
like
music is good.
such good music, right?
Yeah, I also was watching it with like that hater energy. Like, I wanted so badly to hate on it, and I just loved it.
I want to give a shout out to my ex for putting me onto that movie because it was nice, and I miss you. But
that is deep. So talking about that, love and relationships, bro. You're just saying you miss your ex, and why did you guys break up?
I wasn't ready for it.
Deep. That's very honest as well.
There's nothing worse than like getting what you've always wanted, and then realizing that I'm not the person I need to be to really maintain this.
The pastor's son is preaching.
Come on. But honestly, right, it's the saddest place to be because you're the reason you don't have what you want. That's why I'm still on this concept of success is not about attaining what you want. It's about becoming the type of person that can maintain it. So with regards to my last relationship, it really opened my eyes to the fact that I still have a lot of work to do. And someone had to suffer because of that. And I hate that. I hate myself for it so much.
It's so deep, bro. You're holding a big mirror up to me right now because very similar in my last one. Yeah, just like wasn't actually ready to handle it, to be in it, and but I found myself in it, and it was like, damn. And as you say, I had to hurt someone to understand that, and just because I wasn't ready and whatever, and it's kind of it's not a nice feeling.
It's not, especially in your lonely moments. It's like I have no one to blame but myself. Literally, I am here due by my own handiwork, and it hurts different, It really does. But that's the whole journey of life, the good parts, the bad bits, all of that. Especially the worst part of it is the future you could have had with this person when you think about it. That like, if I was capable, if I was able to have maintained this beautiful thing that I got myself into, it would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful, but I'm not able to. And the radical accountability is very necessary because in the next relationship I get into, in the next thing I get into, I am able to better assess, am I capable of maintaining this? Am I able to maintain this? And if I'm not, I won't waste the person's time. You get me? I feel like, especially as men, there's a lot of accountability that needs to be done. This is why I don't get men having kids when they're young or this, that. You need to mature as a person.
Yeah, because we are so stupid.
Bruh. Oh my God.
It takes us a long time, bruh.
And we don't want to admit it. That's the worst part, bruh. Like, there's this energy, there's this thing that's just been put out there that as a guy, you must just fake it till you make it. But faking it, if you are not him, it shows. If you are not ready, it shows. If you are not mature, it shows, because we have so much power. Relationships, it's up to us. Fatherhood, it's up to us. Everything, it's up to us. So if you have not formed yourself to be the type of person that will be able to really be good in a situation, faking it does not help.
It doesn't.
Only so much faking you can do.
But it's tough, bro, because you do have to go through things. You do have to have certain relationships, all this stuff, to even learn some of these things about yourself. So I think it's part of the process as well. As you said, of becoming this person that is capable of eventually maintaining it. And back to like the beginning of our conversation of, don't try to rush everything. Don't try to rush success. Don't try to rush the perfect relationship. Don't try to, and I think saying that, I think that's one of the things I did with my last one was, before fully assessing everything, not just me, but also her, I was just in such a rush to have this perfect thing. And I tried to force her to be this perfect thing. I try to force myself to be this perfect thing. And neither of us was ready. And yeah, and that just again comes from this like I don't even know what it fully is, like just this need to be
Love.
this need to be loved,
Mm.
but this need to also have things figured out, to have the perfect relationship, to have the success, to have the business. And it's like, slow down, let it happen, let yourself learn
And become that person.
That's it.
Because when they talk about that life is not about the destination, it's the journey. People don't get that as deeply as it should be understood. That like even in your dark moments, even me messing up my past relationship, there's so much benefits to that. That was necessary. All the bads lead up to one good. So it's all about the building. That's why it's like the person you're becoming is what matters. You could be messing things up. You could be messing around. You could be depressed as a hell, bruh. You could be robbing a bank or something to deal with your mental. But the person you are becoming is what matters. So this whole thing of wanting it all now, I need it now. I want to be loved, especially that part that you want to be loved now. And a lot of no sexism involved, but a lot of girls have this mindset that I deserve to be loved exactly as is, just in general. And my thing is, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody deserves love as is.
And I think that one comes from within.
Yes.
But I think I know where you're going as well, which is like, work on yourself.
Thank you.
Become somebody who is worth loving.
Worthy of the love. Because when someone comes and brings that love, but also as guys, this is very, very much with us. That like you want a girl that's gonna give it all up for you, that's gonna like be there for you, everything. But are you worthy of that? Have you built someone that's able to maintain that? So that's always the conversation I have with people when they haven't gotten what they want. And it's like, I deserve it, bruh. This is something I must have. But it's like, are you the type of person that can maintain that thing? That's the thing.
It's sort of like, we often look at people who've done really well, especially like with social media these days. It's always on our face, right? Look at this guy. How come he's got all the success and the thing I want? But we're looking at him now. We're not looking at all the things he had to go through to become this person, all the trials and tribulations, the this, the that, their traumatic childhood, their this, their that, all we just see the good, we just see the thing we want, and we just think, but how come I don't have it? How come? And it's like, bro,
it's deeper than that.
It's so much deeper than that.
So much deeper than just that. Again, with the whole millionaire, like winning the lotto thing, like it's just a huge in your face thing to learn from. That like you don't just give, even with like helping someone and putting them on us at a certain level. Like maybe like you just get a friend of yours and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna make you the accountant in my business, or I'm gonna make you the this. They will disappoint you.
Yeah,
because it's like this. They haven't grown into that person. You must take it easy with them, build them to that point, so that they can maintain that. So
all this stuff being said, what advice would you give to yourself 5 years ago?
Take it easy on yourself. Like honestly, that's the best advice I'd give myself. Recently I watched a TikTok video that explains how sometimes you must visualize your younger self, especially with the whole concept of you have become someone that would have taken care of the younger you. You must visualize them and visualize the you of now taking care of them, and just in their darkest moments, visualize the you of now going to them and saying, we will be good.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Even me, bro. Yeah. And conceptually, time is a construct. I believe, when you have deja vu, when you feel a presence in your space and it's like, what is this? I believe, have you ever watched Attack on Titan? The anime?
No.
So it's conceptually this brew, it's like a whole thing, but like he was able to go back into the past and give some messages to his younger self, and his younger self orchestrates things that would create the future him. So it's like a
Interesting.
Ouroboros type situation.
Yeah.
So I feel like life conceptually is like that. You know, when you feel random sudden bursts of motivation, or like a feeling of it's all gonna be okay. I believe when you do this, like the you of now takes the time to actually think back of younger you and give them some good energy. I believe younger you can feel it. I believe conceptually it's a feedback loop. We all exist in the same, the past, the present, and the future exists in the same what's it called. We just don't have access to it.
Sure.
So when
Sure.
you do stuff like this, where it's like I'm giving good energy to my younger self, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it helps.
Oh, it
So-
definitely helps. Yeah.
So, with regards to giving advice to my younger self, I'll just tell him to just take it easy on yourself, bruh. You are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You've done, especially in the past 4 years. My father passed on in 2021, and
Sorry to
I've
hear
had to
that.
step up and take care of the family, and I've done so well with it, bruh. It's crazy. So I just want to look back on that, bro, and just tell him that everything is gonna happen as it's meant to happen. You just take it easy on yourself and ride the wave. Just ride the wave of life. It all turns out well in the end. So yeah, that's the advice I'd give youngest. What advice would you give me? Like,
Yeah, bro. Very,
Wow.
very similar. Very similar, I think. Even from what I was getting from what you just said. And sorry to hear about your dad, bro. I think that's one of the deepest. I haven't gone through it yet, but I already feel it. Like the moment your dad or your mom passes on, I feel like that's a massive mushroom trip. And
Bruh.
you know, like just
like everything changes,
just,
dog.
yeah.
Your whole life changes, bro.
Yeah.
Literally. I feel like I can trace my adulthood to beginning then. Like after he passed on, that's when I really became a man. Because it's like,
because you have to.
literally.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that's gonna feel like. And but back to your question, what advice would I give to my younger self? I would say take it easy on yourself, like you said. I would say, I know nobody has told you this, but I'm really proud of you. Really proud of you. Keep going. There's gonna be a lot of moments where you feel like giving up. And usually when you get past that moment, something really amazing happens. When you allow yourself to feel, things are going to get better. And trust your intuition and your gut. Stop asking unnecessary people for advice. You actually know the best answer for you.
You know,
most
even
of the
with the
time.
whole concept of advice and all that, you still decide what to listen to.
Yeah.
You still pick from that. It's still you. Bro.
So funny. I met this older guy, he's like 60 or something. I met him at the gym the other day. I was just like, what advice do you have for the 28-year-old version of yourself? And he said, firstly, get out of a 9-to-5 situation as soon as you can.
Bruh.
As soon as you can, figure out how to work for yourself or you'll never be rich.
Yeah.
And it's important to be rich, trust me. And then he said, also though, don't take anyone's advice.
So he gives you such good advice.
And then he's like, but also. And so I think that's such a important thing because and then he went on to elaborate, like, you're gonna go through it and you're gonna learn and you're gonna figure it out. And it's gonna happen the way it's supposed to. So yes, try listen to wise people, whatever. It's cool that you asked me this question. And maybe I have some good things to tell you, but also don't take anyone's advice.
You must trust yourself.
Yeah.
Radical self-trust is important. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
You see, that's the problem with our society, religion, that just teaches you to give up your trust and give it elsewhere. I give all the give my all to you, Jesus. I give my all to the government. Like, what do you have? How do you trust yourself? What do you trust yourself with? If everything, all the self-trust and everything is given to God, it's given to Ramaphosa, it's given to your teachers, it's given to your manager, like you're giving it all out to everyone else but yourself.
Mm.
And it's very important to realize that it all started here. Yeah, actually.
So that being said, that was advice to yourself 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Top of the world.
Okay, love that.
Honestly, I feel like you as yourself know your own potential.
Mm.
And this is, it correlates with how much you've shown yourself and how much you've seen of yourself. I believe I have the ability to dominate any field I find myself. But the thing is, right now, I'm still my interests change. I'm growing and I'm learning myself. So I can't have a specific vision of where I'll be yet, because the more knowledge I acquire, the more I want.
Yeah.
The
And the more the
see.
vision changes.
It changes, you know. So I just see myself actualized 5 years from now, 2 years from now, even, but especially the path I'm on right now. I just see so much greatness. And I feel like this is something everybody I meet, everybody I come across feels this too. So it's been so hard to really like acknowledge it, because it's like I'm being egotistical or this, that. But when it's this obvious to that you are him, okay, let's not say him, that's too egotistical. But when it's
I get you.
obvious that you are capable of whatever, it's like, why shoot yourself in the foot by not acknowledging it?
Yeah.
So 5 years from now, top of the world.
I think a little bit of ego can be a good thing.
True.
And this is most people probably wouldn't agree with this.
Yeah, that's the
right?
thing.
But I think it's a good thing, because who else is gonna believe in you?
Right? Who knows you like that? My thing is, who knows you enough to be able to tell you that you're being egotistical by feeling this way? Because
Also, can you actually ever become him, that guy, if you don't first believe you are him, that guy?
It starts here.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you said just now, like, I'm him, I'm right. And it reminded me, the other day I was writing in my journal, and one of the things I wrote was, I'm really that guy. Like, I am that guy. I'm him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think people don't like to hear that or whatever, because they think, oh, you're being egotistical, blah, 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 whatever. Don't get it twisted. I think you need a healthy level of self-belief to get to where you want to go and to try. It's not, oh, I'm him, I'm better than you. No. It's, I'm him, I believe in me. I also believe in you. And nobody else's success takes away from mine, but like, I don't believe there's a single successful person in the world that didn't first think, I'm the shit.
You know,
like, I've got what it takes.
I feel like there's this bastardization of the ego that goes on. And
for sure.
Yes, it's like the whole concept of masculinity.
Yeah.
When they talk about masculinity, it's always toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
But there's there's two sides to masculinity, same as with the ego.
Yep.
There is the arrogant ego, but there's also self-trust and self-confidence in the fact that in my own world, I am king. In my own world, I'm him. I'm great. And it's not compared to you that I'm great. I'm not greater than you. I'm not I feel like everybody is great in their own rights.
Yeah.
I'm not better than you. But in my own world, I believe I'm him. So, and I feel like this is something that should be nurtured in everyone, because another bashing towards Christianity. There's
gonna be so many hate comments under this. You guys are the devil.
But honestly, it's
voice notes from the devil.
From hell. But this thing of like, no, you can't trust in yourself. I give it all to Jesus. I can't trust myself. I must trust you. There's this song, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I'm not a fucking wretch, though. I'm not a wretch, bro.
I love that, bro. Yeah.
You know, like I don't like that.
Yeah.
You are what you say you are. You are what you repeat to yourself.
Yeah.
I am not good or him because God told me. So I'm him because I'm him.
Mm.
You
And
know?
again, it's mixed with a healthy level of all the things we've been talking about: radical self accountability, honesty to yourself, in all these things. Like it's mixed with all of that, you know. And that's what makes it work. That's what makes it healthy. Not this like, I'm the shit and I've never done anything wrong and I'm perfect. Like, no. It's not
That's
that.
how it
It's not that,
works,
right?
yeah.
It's mixed in with all this healthy stuff, and it's giving the child version of you that like, I'm proud of you. I'm here for you. I've got you. I believe in you. Let's go. You know?
And this is not something that outside can give you. Remember, with love and everything, it's formed in here. When you feel love, you feel it inside. So it's not something that outside can give you. You yourself must decide to yourself that, hey, I fucks with you. You know, I see you. I see all the struggles you've been through. I've seen all the things you're doing. And I think you're good. I think you're great, actually. And this is something you must give yourself before the world can actually see and give it to you. So, yeah.
So what do you want to achieve?
I want to, first of all, leave this fucking 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I want to achieve actualization. I believe there's a lot. I believe I could be on the level of niggas like Terence Maluleke and Terence Maluleke, Samurai Farai, and most recently, Dirty Native Chief. You can check these guys on Instagram.
Yeah.
These are artists that I see further along on the journey I'm on.
Yeah.
So with regards to self-actualization, with regards to self-trust, with regards to building their life in a way that like fuels their growth and constantly keeps them evolving, especially Samurai Farai. That's the type of life I see for myself.
Samurai Farai.
Yeah,
that's a sick name, bro.
Right, you should see his work, but this bro is crazy with it, dog.
Okay.
Our modern day Basquiat, dog. I'll put my foot down on that. And Olaolu Sloan, you need to check that guy out.
Okay.
So it's Olaolu Sloan, Samurai Farai, Terence Maluleke, and Dirty Native Chief.
Okay.
Check these bros out. When I talk about where I see myself, it's those guys are where I see myself at. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but yeah. So those are my inspirations. Those are the people I look up to. And when I remember, there was earlier on, I spoke about the fact that everybody's subconscious speaks a specific language. These people are listening well enough to be able to interpret that language and put it down for us. That's what I like so much about them. Each person's work is different, but each person's work is very unique to them. And it just makes sense. When you see the art and you see the artist, it's like, no, I get it. You know, this is your subconscious speaking. And yeah.
I see it happening for you, bro. You know, more importantly, I think you're a really good guy. We've just met today, but I think you're a really good guy.
Dap me up for that.
Yeah. And tell the people real quick, what is your full name? What's your artist name?
Okay. My full name is Tobi Miracle David, but you can just call me Tobi. And my Instagram page is regally.royal. Regally, not legally. Regally.royal. Yeah. Let me tell you guys the story of my first name, Oluwatobi. So it means God is great. God is great, Oluwatobi. It's
bro, that is so funny with the conversation we've had.
Right.
And your name.
Bruh. This is why, like, it's all
I love it.
It just all fits, bruh.
Yeah.
So God is great. The Toby part just means great.
Okay.
So every time you call me Toby, you're calling me great.
Great.
And I feed off that energy.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming here today and doing this, bro. It was a great conversation. I think people are going to find a lot of value in it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you. This won't be the last time we do this.
It really won't, my guy.
A better one than that.
Come on.
Boom, there we go. Toby, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sweet.
Bro.
Voice notes from the come up, baby.